Hey everyone! My name is Jamie. Welcome back to Asagao Academy. Yay! I'm saying ow because I wave with this arm, but this arm is also the one I have a really bad sunburn on. I actually just got back from a camping trip, and I have a really bad sunburn on this arm and shoulder, so I have to be really careful with it. But we are on Jirard's route. I'm so excited. You have no idea how excited I am. Okay, so Mai just told us, she's like, go on, go get your man. And we're just like, what do we do? I have not seen anything past this point. I don't know anything past this point. So we're going to see what happens. And hopefully I don't get too emotionally invested. Who am I kidding? I know I'm going to get emotionally invested. Now, where would I find him? I found Jirard in a secluded section of campus, a large map and notepad sitting out in front of him. He seemed perfectly content, and I felt bad interrupting him. Instead, I hovered around him, firmly telling myself that I was not in the least bit procrastinating. After a time, he glanced up, and upon seeing me, set aside his notepad and map.
Hey, Hana.
Hana, what brings you here? I faltered. I couldn't just blurt it out, could I? What are you working on? Well, there's a convention coming up in a week. Oh, it's like a new popcorn. Rumor is they're supposed to have Princess Pumpernickel. So I made a map and marked the location of every stall that sold IBKs. This is the most efficient route to check each one. I whistled, staring at the lines and circles running across this notepad. That's really complicated. It's impressive. It's nothing really, just a habit. Because he's so, organized with things. I nodded, and then to my utter horror, the horror conversation stalled. He's blushing! Oh, yay! I stared at the notepad, trying desperately to appear very, very interested, mind racing to figure out a way to form the words I wanted. The tension was rising. It was getting awkward. I hadn't moved in 45 seconds. Jirard was staring at the ground, no doubt feeling my awkwardness. This was it. I botched it. Or that was it. I botched it. I stretched upward, staring at the sky. Well, that's all, so I'll just be going. Great job, Hana. Way to completely and utterly suck, as usual. I raised a trembling hand to Jirard, who looked up in alarm. Wait, Hana, before you go. I paused. Did you need something? Jirard stared down at his notebook, fingernails rolling down the rungs. Oh, was he nervous? So you know the flower festival's coming up? Jirard was blushing, but it seemed his mind was made up. Heat rushed in my face, so I waited for what came next. I was thinking that, we could go together, but only if you were interested, you know? Yay. Jirard looked at me, eyes wide in alarm. Just laughing. I couldn't help it. I started laughing helplessly. Jirard cast his eyes to the ground again.
Aww.
No! Yeah, I guess not, huh? No! No, it's not that. Thank you, Hana. I was going to ask you myself, but I wasn't brave enough. It's funny because in most other routes, actually it's kind of a toss-up. Like, sometimes the guy is like, hey, will you go with me? And sometimes the Hana is like, hey, will you go with me? I guess in this route we're not brave enough. Jirard looked at me questioningly, wind rustling a stray hair on top of his head. Then a slow smile spread across his face.
Really?
Really? Oh, so cute. If it weren't for you, we'd both end up going to the festival alone. So you'll go with me?
Yeah.
Of course I will. Jirard was beaming now. He clapped his hands together.
Awesome!
Awesome! We'll meet at the festival tomorrow then, right? Definitely. With the plan settled, the awkward silence crept back in along our ankles, settling like fog. If there's any mic clipping issues, I really don't know how to fix that. I'm kind of just doing a test and go kind of thing, because I don't know how to fix it. I'm sorry. I know it's probably annoying. And I thought about going through and replacing all the little bits and pieces with actual audio bites of me recording the audio in a different way. And I might do that if this one, because I've told you guys 2 videos now I'm trying to fix it. So we'll just have to see. Hopefully it works. Hopefully the whole recording works. Because my computer does not agree with me sometimes.
Take care.
Oh, well, I'll see you then. Right. I turned so rapidly I stumbled over my own feet. Hana, are you alright? I'm fine, sorry, bye. Ugh, Hana. I dashed away, internally screaming, "Awkward, awkward, awkward!" But still, I had a date with Jirard, and he was the one who asked me. It seemed my feelings were reciprocated. Wait, were they? I woke up late the next morning, the day of the flower festival. I was buzzing with anticipation, but because of that, it took me forever to wake up. Now it was almost noon, and I rubbed my eyes as I arose. I've got water, guys. Make sure the label's not, because I don't want copyright. There we go. I've actually got some sunburn here, too, I think. I can feel it. I think I got it on my face as well. Oh, well. That's what I get for not apparently applying sunscreen good enough, which I thought I did. I had fun, though. It was fun. But anyway, water, because it's really hot in here, and I'm trying to stay hydrated, because I get dehydrated a lot. Okay. Hey there, sleepyhead. Good morning. You slept even later than I did. That's impressive, Hana. I sat up in bed, and something on the edge of my desk caught my eye.
Hey!
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, that? The letter for you. It came in the mail this morning, so I just said it. I scrambled out of bed and into my desk chair, ripping open the letter. Whoa, geez, calm down. It's not going anywhere. Turning away from her, I started to read. Oh, I can't see. I can't see. I can't see. Okay. Little Blossom, how have you been doing these past few weeks? I'm sorry I haven't found time to write. Your pa's been working hard lately, and I seem to go right to sleep when I get home. I know things were difficult for you here, and I only hope that you're having a better time where you are now. I know you can't see because my head's in the way. It isn't the same without you here. I miss your cheeriness and watching TV with you, and most of all, your pink hair bobbing around the kitchen. Hana, I know you feel bad about the pressure this must be putting on me, but I don't. I do this because I love you. Okay, I'm gonna fix this webcam issue real quick. There we go. That should work. There's nothing I want more in this world than your happiness. I miss you, Hana. Be strong. Your Papa. So everybody can see it? You can read it? Awesome. Sorry, my head was kind of in the way. My hands trembled. Tears filled my eyes. Gotta move it back away. No, wait. She's probably about to say something back. I hadn't written to him since arriving at Asagao. As many times a day as he crossed my mind, I've just been busy with other things. He must be worried sick, and from the sound of things, he was also depressed. I missed my father. I missed my home. I missed helping him. If it wasn't around to cook him breakfast, he almost never ate. He kept saying it was fine, but he was getting older. Without Mom there to take care of him. Hana, are you okay? I wiped my eyes on my sleeve. I'm sorry that the whole webcam thing is kind of being a mess right now. Yeah, I'm fine. I miss my dad. I picked up a pencil and paper and began to write, trying hard to block out the tears. Eventually, Maya turned to her own work and let me be. Okay. Dad, I'm doing really great here. This has been the best change of my life. I have a best friend, and I might join a club. I even have a date. You sacrificed so much to bring me here. I know I hardly gave you any choice with the way things were going. I was spoiled and ungrateful, but you always did whatever was necessary for me. I miss you so much, but thank you. I know this was a huge sacrifice. Please eat well and take care of yourself. Remember 2 glasses of water in the morning and 1 before bed. And have breakfast. Scrambled eggs are easy to make. Draw a smiley face on them and ketchup, just like I would if I was there. I'll send my love through that, so make sure you do it. I miss you. And tell Mom happy birthday. Aww. Okay, I think it's over. Come on, mouse. Work with me. There we go. I walked to the festival area alone, wary of students and strangers passing by with friends and family. It was a little nerve-wracking to go to the festival to meet Jirard rather than walk there with him. I felt silly in my yukata, overdressed even. Yukata is I guess it's like a Japanese formal type thing to wear. No one was shooting me weird looks or anything, but the thought of wandering the festival alone and being stood up followed me like a hunting dog. There was a stall on the edge of the festival that sold beautiful silk scarves, apparently all created by the little old man behind the booth, and I stood at the corner of it, searching the crowd for Jirard. You okay there, miss? It flushed. It must have been more obvious that I was on edge than I thought. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. The old man watched me for a few seconds and I squinted at him. He looked oddly familiar. You know, it took me a while to get into the business of scarf making. I never set out to become a weaver. But I wanted to make a great present for my wife on our 20th wedding anniversary. Being a teacher in a poor town, I never had enough money to buy her one of the fancy silk scarves she wanted. I decided to make one myself. She showed it off to the entire town, and eventually I launched a side business selling scarves. Isn't that funny? Now I wonder whether it was meant to be. Why are you telling me this? You're a young lady alone at a festival. It's a good omen if I ever heard one. You can never guess what the future holds for you. Believe in yourself, alright? Believe that you're worth something and something will come. So you...
Hana!
Hana, there you are! Jirard finally appeared, a sheepish look on his face. Oh, what's he wearing? I can't see the shirt that he's wearing, but it looks cool. Sorry I'm late. I hope you didn't wait long. Not at all. It's rude to keep a lady waiting, you know. The old man glared at Jirard, who flushed. Mr. Saitomo, it's nice to see you. I wish I could say the same. Boys these days have no class. And speaking of class, don't forget about the test on Thursday.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Jirard grabbed the tip of my elbow, leaning down to whisper in my ear. Let's get out of here. When we were a safe enough distance away, Jirard released me. Mr. Saitomo's everywhere. He's a nice old man, but he sure can get on your case sometimes. He was really sweet to me.
Really?
Was he? That's great. Anyways, did you have somewhere in particular you wanted to go? I guess I would like to see the bonfire at some point. Other than that, no.
All right.
Great. I have a guest. Yay, it's Link! Again, inside joke. I may or may not explain at some point. If people want to know, I'll let them know. But other than that, it's just an inside joke. Say hi, Link. Hi. Joy reached into his pocket. He pulled out a weathered-looking scroll, which he unrolled with a flourish. You can see, realizing that this was your first time here, I made a list of all the most important places we should visit.
Huh.
Of course, the truth is that they're all important, so they're all on here. But they're just listed in order of most interesting, so we'll hit the most important areas first. Jirard, that's so kind of you. Already my legs are aching. Jirard laughed. It's no trouble for you, Hana. But again, I'm sorry I was late. This list is the reason. I've been working on it since you asked me. Almost ran out of time to take Mr. Saitomo's last online quiz. That's why he was sassing me.
Really?
Ooh. Oh, Jirard, you didn't have to go through all that trouble for me. I wanted to, and it was no trouble at all.
See what I mean?
People were what's most important, and I want to do my best to show you a good time.
Jirard.
Jirard. Who was this arbiter of joy and goodwill standing before me? Was I really expected to believe that this was a teenage boy? Not only were his priorities in the right place, but he also had an unwavering sense of self. He was able to withstand the pressure of others without so much as breaking a sweat. But he was nice to everybody, wasn't he? He was this nice to everybody, wasn't he? It wasn't just me. I wasn't special in any way. Hanabi, just roll with it. And why should I be? When had I ever done something to repay Jirard's kindness? Instead, I sat there like some kind of log, talking and talking while he gave me all this. He gave his all to ensure my comfort and happiness. Taking and taking, not talking and talking. Talking too much myself, I think. I was the worst kind of person. Hana, you're fine. You okay? You look kind of sad. I snapped back into reality. Jirard and I kept walking, and now Jirard was pointing at a statue in the middle of the festival. A small woman with a flower-inspired design stood with her hands clasped, gazing happily over the festival denizens. To her right, even smaller than her, was an old man whittling wood. He was leaning against her, a sly smile on his face. It seemed like he would have been whistling. This is beautiful.
Right?
Isn't it? They put it in the middle of the festival every year, but people are so busy trying to stay together and find the right stalls that most walk right past it.
Well...
As you can tell, it's the flower spirit and the man who loved her. They're both here to watch over the town in secret. She's clearly happy everyone is here. That's so sweet. Even after his death, he's still with her. Hana actually means flower in Japanese. So her name means flower. Yay! Like Asagao. Well, is the type of flower I just dropped my mouse? No. 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 Go back to the game. Jirard chuckled. So, you believe the myth? Sorry, I dropped my mouse in my excitement. Well, me too. The guys always give me crap about it, but I believe something like that could have happened. And what's the harm in believing in a little magic? Jirard winked at me. No, there was no way this was a teenage boy. So, for our next stop, Jirard took me to what felt like every stall in the festival. Each place we got to, we stayed for only a few minutes. Time was a wasting, and we had a list to turn through. Time's a wasting. I ended up learning more about Higginbottom than I ever guessed. That an elderly nudist society came to the festival to advertise that there was a lake just off the edge of town. There was an entire alley made up of just crane games. We ate takoyaki, fried ice cream, flour ice cream, cotton candy, hot dogs, and funnel cake. We saw jugglers and acrobats, couples dancing in the streets, trees with petals that gleamed in the evening light. Sorry, I had an ant bite and it was bothering me. And finally, when I genuinely felt like I was about to die, we went to see the bonfire. So how did you like it? Higginbottom is a great place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great, really. We sat on a log near the edge of the clearing, and I resisted the urge to lay myself flat upon it. My yukata would be a mess, and I couldn't afford to send it to dry cleaning. Did you like it? We didn't make it everything, but that's okay. I saw you were kind of fading there. I mean, yeah, I can't keep up with you, I think. I don't have that much willpower. But I'm glad we saw all those things. Higginbottom is a much more special place than I ever thought. Here I figured it was just some podunk throwaway town.
You are correct.
A lot of Asagao students think that way. They go straight for the games or the food, hang around for an hour or two, and then go home to sleep. There's all this build up to the festival, and they don't even take advantage of it. Why bother going if you don't make the most of it? I'm getting the impression you're this gung-ho about everything you do. Jirard let out a hearty laugh, apparently that struck a chord. It's just, if you're going to do something, why would you waste time being lazy about it? Either do it or don't do it. It doesn't make sense otherwise. But this isn't something unique to me. The other guys think that way too. That's why we all bonded together so well, I think.
Really?
Really? Somehow I doubted that. PBG fell asleep in class. Jirard seemed almost completely insincere about all of his interaction with the general female population. He even continued to seem more interested in messing around with each other than in winning their election. Granted, they were running unopposed, so maybe that made sense. Well, later on we'll see. Yeah, I get the reaction a lot. Sorry, moving. Ow, sunburn. Ow, ow. Hopefully just this one video I'll have sunburn, because as soon as I got back from my camping trip, the last one went up before I went on it. As soon as I got back, I was like, I have to do more, because this is the only route I haven't seen, and I'm so excited.
Huh.
We seem like such a carefree bunch, and we try hard not to make people sad. We just want to do what we love, you know? Play video games, hang out with people, find something that inspires us, and maybe, if it isn't too much to ask, contribute something to people. Link, I'm gonna put you up. I'm gonna put you right there. Can still kind of see people. It's just hard. I think it's easy to overlook how hard we're all working, but if you knew where to look, you'd see how much they're all fighting. Jirard stared wistfully into the fire. So they were all secretly fighting hard, huh? Good for them. They at least knew something they wanted to fight for. Me, on the other hand, I had no idea. More than that, I wasn't sure that I could fight for something even if I did. The past year showed me who I truly was, and I didn't like the picture it painted. Lonely, misanthropic, self-made victim, angry, bitter, resentful, distrustful, shy, and confident. All of these words floated up in front of me, triggered by Jirard's words as if by a magic spell. Compared to these guys, I was totally out of my league. It was a wonder any of them wanted to spend time with me, with the kind of negative, boring person I had become. Before my last year in Amaririsu, I was such a cheerful girl, relatively outgoing, clever, and now, well, you've got the look on your face again. What's up with that? It's nothing really. I couldn't just spill all my insecurities on him, especially not now. That would put a huge damper on our date. But as I tried to wave it off, Jirard grew only more determined.
What's going on?
Tell me, I'm sure there's something. If I can help in any way, I want to. Should I risk it? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know what to do. I really want to get the best ending. I'm gonna tell him. Well, this is going to sound really stupid and insecure, and it's a total downer, and I'm really sorry about that. I've got to check the journal. I've got a date. Oh my god, yes, we know you have a date, huh? I can't go to the arrow. Why can I not go to the arrow? There we go. Wish me luck. At least Shane wants to teach me how strategies always. Maybe we do have a chance. Okay, so we've seen these, and I just got 15 points. So maybe I'm doing good. Maybe I'm doing good. Maybe we're doing good, guys. I don't know. Jirard took my hand and is searching my face. Don't even worry about it. Hit me. I'm not gonna physically hit you. So good! He was so good! How could any one person be so nice? How on earth did I find myself on a date with such a nice person? Oh, emotions! I'm having them. I'm having them. It's just that I feel like, compared to you, I'm so not worth it. Kind of. I know it's silly, but I just think I've done so many stupid things in the past, and I used to be a better person, and if you knew all those things...
What?
There's no way that changed how I feel about you. How you feel about me? I mean, you know, caring about you. Unless you killed someone. Or a puppy. Both of those would be totally unacceptable. Yeah, I agree. Puppy probably higher than people in my book. But Jirard... Did you kill someone? Well, no. Have you harmed a baby doggy? No. Then you're quite alright in my book. He's so sweet. Seriously, don't even worry your silly head about that. I'm not worried about who you were in the past. I'm worried about who you are right now. And the Hana in front of me right now is definitely someone worth caring about.
Jirard.
He's so sweet. Jirard. Jirard chuckled. Anyways, I think it's time we head back. You seem a bit tired. But I didn't want to end the night on that note. No need to push yourself on my account. We can always hang out more next week, right? We better. Right, we can. Jirard stood and helped me off my ever-so-comfy log. This time we walked back through campus together, and I was totally at ease. Jirard's bright personality had a way of lighting up even the darkest of corners. It didn't take long until we were in front of my dorm, saying goodbye. Thank you so much for asking me to the festival.
Thanks.
Thank you for asking me. Well, almost. Then I'll see you tomorrow? Oh, wait. He glanced away, a light blush on his cheek. Then with a firm nod, he dug his hand into his pocket. There was something I wanted to give you. When I saw it, it just reminded me of you, so... Sheepishly, he pulled an IBK out of his pocket. Oh, so cute! It was bright pink, the same shade of color as my hair, staring happily at me, as if holding on to some secret all its own.
Jirard.
Jirard! Jirard put an arm around my shoulders. Do you like her? She's called Chibiupa. I didn't know if you were interested in IBKs, but every time I looked at her, I saw you, so... I figured even if you didn't like IBKs, you'd like this one. Jirard, it's adorable! That's great, I'm so glad you think so. I'll keep it right by my bed, so it'll be the first thing I see every morning and the last thing I see every night. I love it! Oh no, you're so freaking cute! That makes me really happy. Maybe I'll make an IBK collector of you yet. Anyways, you should get inside. Don't want you waking up all tired tomorrow. Such a gentleman. Okay, thanks, Jirard.
Bye.
Good night.
See you later.
See you tomorrow. I don't know if you guys could see that, but this hurts. It hurts. Oh, it hurts. I actually came home and I was telling my mom, like, I got sunburned, and my brother just hauled up and just slapped it, and I was just like, why would you do that? He didn't understand that it was actually that bad. I shut the door behind me, heart soaring. Jirard was such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. I crossed the room and placed TV on the edge of my desk lamp, right next to my bed. Welcome to your new home. I hope you like it here. I giggled to myself, then lay in bed with a contented sigh. I really felt like I could be happy with Jirard, and the thought both thrilled me and terrified me. We're keeping it going, guys. I'm too invested in this to stop now. Chapter 2. Okay, so he looks shocked, and he also looks happy. So that was the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is the whole beginning thing, which is 4.5 hours, apparently. And then the Flower Festival thing, like whoever you choose. And then after that, it's the rest of the chapters is the guy or bird in some cases. Do you guys know you can date Jacques? Yeah. You might want to look that up before you tackle that yourself. I'm just saying. There are 2 hidden routes. I'm not going to tell you how to get them, but there's 2 hidden routes, and Jacques is one of them. In some ways, it was a huge disappointment that Jirard wasn't in my class. In other ways, it was a relief. I longed to see him again, to talk to him, and to feel his warmth, but that would have been way, way too distracting in class. Especially with Maya around. When lunch finally rolled around, I sprang from my desk like a rocket shooting out into space.
Hana!
Whoa, Hana, calm down. Hurry up, Maya. I'm really, really hungry today. You're hungry for more Jirard time is what you're hungry for. I am thirsty. Again, don't want copyright. Gotta cover up the label. 2 of my videos have copyright strikes, actually, and it's kind of ridiculous. I'm sure you are, Hana. Hungry for Jirard. I knew it! Yes, Maya's totally me. Hey, what? 1 second. Okay, I'm back. That was my mom. She didn't know I was recording, so she promptly opened the door and then circled and went back out. So, anyway. So Maya and I are the same person because I was just hungry for Jirard, and Maya also was like, that's great. I love it. Pardon? Nothing. Let's go. She's my favorite. My favorite. My jokes. Not funny jokes. As Maya and I approached the Normal Boots table, Jirard flashed around and I became with a gray wizard's hat and long beard, a huge dorky grin on his face.
See what I mean?
Check it out, it's Grandbeard the Fae. He's one of the rare finds and is said to lack a gender, not participating in either norms, but preferring to be referred to as a he. That's cute. We squeezed into the table as the rest of the boys looked on, bemused. I like his cloak.
Right?
Right? Most of the versions I saw were missing it, but they were still trying to charge almost full price for him. It was ridiculous. The boys nodded slowly. No one else seemed to know what to say, despite Jirard's intense enthusiasm. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. Whoa, mouse, I need you to stay put. Jirard glowed with pride, completely oblivious to the weird looks he received from students at other tables. Screw them. He truly didn't seem to care what other people thought about him. I had no idea how he could stick to his guns without feeling even the slightest bit ashamed. As Jirard returned to his seat, I waved sheepishly at him.
Good morning.
Hana, good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm great, thank you. How are you? I'm fantastic. Even better now that I've seen you. I couldn't wait to show you Grandbeard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks really cool. Super cute.
Awesome!
Yeah, apparently Grandbeard casts magic with his hair, and his secret weapon is his eyelashes. I tried to blink eyelashes dramatically like they do in movies and stuff. Now that he mentioned it, Grandbeard's long glasses stretched from his face in a somewhat creepy way. Other than that, it looked like a cuddly old kitty. But those eyelashes... Excuse me, can I see that figure? A young student, probably a first year, approached the table and poked Jirard in the back.
Uh-huh.
Of course. Are they gonna steal it? He turned completely around, chatting animatedly with the kid about the trade he made for Grandbeard and the myriad route it took to get to him. I watched him, happiness filling my heart. Jirard was just so cool. Even in the times I had stayed true to myself in my old school, I ended up feeling a constant gnawing anxiety, wanting to take it back or make up for it again so it could go away. Or it would go away. Same. Jirard just seemed to be happy. When he was around, even I could show my interest in his strange hobby without feeling bad about it. Yeah, it always sucks when someone's like, oh, I'm really excited about this thing, and you're like, that's great, and you have no interest in it. Don't be that person. If someone's excited in something, be happy for them, unless they're excited in something, I don't know, like murder or something. But I cannot tell you how many times I've been like, I do YouTube. I've just told people that I thought were like really close to me, and they're just like, oh, why do you do that? Or I play video games. And they're like, oh, why do you? People, it's very discouraging when you're excited about something, you're passionate about something, and people are like, why? Or that doesn't make sense. Or you should do something else. I've heard it several times with art. Told many people wanted to do art. Art's my passion. Art's what I want to do, and they're just like, why? It makes no sense. You could do so much better. So don't be that type of person. Very discouraging. Don't do it. If someone's excited about something, be excited with them. You don't have to necessarily be interested in it, but you can at least be excited with them and not discourage them from being excited about the thing. And my rant is over. Sorry. Earlier in the year, I would have felt more embarrassment for him than he did. As I looked more closely at Grandpa the Bay, I remembered my own Chibi-Upa, and sudden thought occurred to me. I was probably in the same boat as Jirard. If anybody ever found out about her, I'd be mocked to hell and back. Probably not as bad as Jirard, given that I was a girl, but I could already hear the whispers pointing out that I had no business being involved in the Normal Boots Club when I was clearly such a weirdo. Mimi would never let me forget it either, would she? Screw Mimi. Every time I ran into her in the bathroom, she'd mock me. Maybe people would even try to take Chibi-Upa away from me. A featherlight touch tapped my shoulder, and my dark thoughts were vanished. My motion for me to come closer to her and lean to whisper in my ear. What do you think about Jirard's itty-bitty kitty collection? I mean, honestly speaking, I think it's great. Honestly speaking? Honestly? I think they're cute. He's passionate about them, that's for sure. It's kind of weird. I think they're cute. I think it's great. Mai shot me a weird look, then shrugged. Okay, so this tournament point thing. Okay, so the choices that you make, the higher up this goes, means that, like, the better chance you are at succeeding in the tournament. It took me a long time to figure that out. But, okay, so, why is it not letting, oh, I can't go back. Oh, it's a different chapter. Okay, so, different chapters mean different diary entry starts, because I thought it was going to go back to the, I have a date, oh my god. Dear Diary, I have my very own itty-bitty kitty now, and she looks like me to boot. It's not something I ever thought I'd be into, but Jirard cares about them so much. I don't think I'm opposed to learning more about them after all. What's the harm? They're cute. I said the right thing. Yay. IBK admiration. Woo!
Well,
I guess. My, don't be a downer. And I admire how much dedication it probably takes to collect something for so long. My nodded passively, apparently quite aware I was backtracking. I turned away, cheeks burning. You don't have to backtrack. You like something, you like something. Again, as long as it's not like murder or something like that. When we finished eating, Maya and I dumped our trays and headed for the door.
Hana!
Hana! Maya and I turned, and an eager Jirard ran up to us. Hey Hana, I was hoping I could walk you back to class today. What do you think?
really?
Me? Why? Yes, you, of course you. In that case, I will entrust you to her care. Maya clapped Jirard on the back and gave me a wink and a thumbs up. But
Hasta la vista, baby.
hasta la vista, baby. I can't. Hey, Jirard, wait up! Jirard glanced over his shoulder, and upon seeing Maya's enthusiastic form barreling towards him, immediately sprinted out the door. Oh no! Unrequited love. Unfortunately, if there was one person on this earth who could give Jirard a literal run for his money, it was Maya. She dashed through the door, and clouds of dirt kicked into the air around their chase, a veritable sandstorm spitting through the Asagao campus. Anyways, what's up? Nothing's up. I just wanted to hang out with you. So sweet. I mean, I know we just saw a ton of each other at the flower festival and everything, but... Well... At the mention of the flower festival, we both fell into an odd silence, memories floating in the space between us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great to me. Great. Jirard beamed at me and pushed the cafeteria door open. We stepped into the fresh spring air, the remnants of Maya's chase still drifting in the distance before us. Dang, Maya. We gotta stay hydrated with nondescript water. I think that's the right word. Now that Jirard and I were alone, I didn't know what to talk about. You guys see Link over here in the corner just chilling? It was weird. We had feelings for each other. How are we supposed to talk? Jirard strolled next to me, staring up in the deep blue sky. Think of something, Hana? Chibi-Upa's doing well, by the way.
Really?
Is she? That's great. She's really so cute, and she's small, so she doesn't take up that much space. I can see how having a whole bunch of itty-bitty kitties would be appealing. So much cuteness, and you could see it every time you wake up.
Right?
Right? That's exactly how I feel about it. It's just really fun, and if you can find something to brighten up your day, why not do it? Life can already be hard enough, so we shouldn't make it harder for anybody.
Right?
Right? But as I beamed at Jirard, a memory wedged itself into my mind. A memory from just before I came to Asagao, a memory that involved one of my past friends. We shouldn't make it harder for anybody. Huh. But... Oh, so today I got some news about Princess Pumpernickel. Princess Pumpernickel? She's the rarest itty-bitty kitty figure. Supposedly there's only 3 copies of her in existence. Apparently, some collectors are starting to think she doesn't exist. One compiled this huge list of information about the supposed figure and posted it online, and now the community's split on it. Even direct feedback from the itty-bitty kitty community didn't call him the claim... Wait, what war? It's gotten intense. Whoops. Thank you, Caitlin. Flame war. There we go. Okay, so the way I'm recording this, I have the recording software on the right and the game on the left. So I'm kind of like going back and forth to make sure that A, the recording is still working, and B, to read. So, even direct feedback from the itty bitty kitty community didn't calm the flame war. It's gotten intense. Do you think it exists?
Absolutely.
Of course I do. Why on earth wouldn't they? That'd be a waste of time and money on the itty bitty kitty community's part, and it would make their fan base angry. What purpose would that serve? Thank you, Caitlin, again for telling me about the scroll wheel thing. You are a saint. Caitlin's one of my best friends, guys. Even in the event they didn't have one before this outrage, they'll be starting up production as we speak. He sighed dreamily. I can't wait for the day I have my very own Princess Pumpernickel. Can you imagine? I shook my head. I had no idea what it was like to long for something so intensely, nor to stay so upbeat in the event of an almost inevitable failure. I know what that's like. Seriously, only 3 copies in the entire world? And the developers probably own one of those for sure. It's like the Blue Eyes White Dragon, except there were 4, but then there were 3 because Kaiba tore one up because he was the loser. I'm very passionate about Yu-Gi-Oh! As well, guys. Another thing that people were like, why? Yu-Gi-Oh's great. But all the sequels, I have mixed opinions on. But Jirard was undeterred. I've wanted it ever since I first started collecting. You could say the dream of having it was what sparked my fascination with IBKs in the first place. That's so cute. We stopped in front of the door to my classroom, and Jirard saluted me.
Thanks for listening.
Well, I'll be on my way. Thanks for walking with me. No, thank you. Jirard disappeared to his own classroom, and I stopped to grab my math book from my locker before heading in. When I closed my locker door, Jimmy was there. Yeah, what is this? He's never gonna find it, you know. You're a downer? I stared incredulously at him, and he pointed from his eyes to mine. I'm watching you. Why are you watching me? Jimmy slithered off toward the lower staircase, heading to his classroom on the first floor. I shook my head slowly. Sure, it was possible that Jirard wouldn't find his itty-bitty kitty figure, but I wanted him to find it. I really wanted him to find it. Surely there was some way I could help. Oh god, every time Hana wants to help, it kinda sometimes ends up in disaster. So immediately after class, I made my way to Bluebell House. If I was going to help Jirard find Princess Pumpernickel, I needed to know what she looked like. I knocked on Jirard's door, and he instantly threw it open as if he was waiting on the other side the whole time.
Hana!
Hana, glad to see you. Why don't you come in? Alright, okay. Jirard's doorman was surprisingly neat considering how many itty-bitty kitty figures he had. He must have cleaned it up a bit after the last time I saw him. Shane glared at me from his desk, where he was bent over some kind of drawing pad. I smiled nervously at him, and he huffed. Hi. I love Shane. And he went instantly back to his art. What did I ever do to him? Art again, we could get along. Jirard scanned his room, and after a few seconds he went to his desk and leaned ever so casually against it. Okay, I keep saying I could get along with these people, but if any of these people are actually to watch this and be like, that's presumptuous, I'm just saying their personalities are personalities I'm drawn to, like personalities I think I would gel well with, because a lot of my friends I have in real life, like all 5 of them or whatever, have personalities I gel well with and similar interests, etc. But I don't ever want, like, if any of the Normal Boots guys ever watch this, what I really doubt that would happen, to be like, this person seems like they could get along with me. I don't think so. Like, I'm just saying that, you know, interests and things I worry about too much. Jirard scanned his room, and after a few seconds he went to his desk and leaned ever so casually against it.
What's going
I
on?
already read that. So, what brings you here? I just saw you earlier today. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you.
Say what?
You're not bothering me. Don't even worry about it. I'm always around when you need to talk. Apparently, finding the desk too uncomfortable, he perched himself on the couch, grabbing a pillow and hugging it close. He looked like a kid at a slumber party. So, what's the deets? What are the deets? Well, I want to help you find Princess Pumpernickel, but in order to do that, I'm going to need some information. I tried my hardest to look imposing. My game face was on, but Jirard just laughed. That's really sweet of you, but if I can find it, there's no way you can. You don't know that. Maybe I'll be in just the right place at exactly the right time. Maybe. I guess so. Well... He glanced quickly at Shane, then turned back to me with a mischievous smile. There's a gaming convention happening this weekend, and we were all planning to go. Maybe you could come along? Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. Shane's pencil broke mid-stroke. He cursed softly. A convention? I've never been to one. What are they like?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, Shane. Well, they're a place to find out about cool games, buy neat fan gear, meet people, and mostly hang out with friends. Almost like a vacation. This is just like Indie PopCon. Caitlin warned me. She's like, his route will remind you of Indie. I promise. It does. I know they're intimidating because of all the people, but they're really fun. You should come. Shane very audibly sighed. Jirard glanced at him, the picture of concern. Got artist block? Something like that. Anyways, there are always people selling IBKs there. Maybe someone will have Princess Pumpernickel. It's worth a shot, isn't it? An image of the map Jirard was drawing as I asked him to the flower festival popped back in my head. He's been preparing for this for weeks. Well, I'd love to come help. Mike can come too, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. The more the merrier. I'm situating myself in my chair. Okay. People that watch this and put up with me, you are great people. Because, yeah, you are great people. I actually have some of my students watch me, and I think it's the greatest thing. One of them actually has a YouTube channel, or a couple of them actually have YouTube channels, and they have games they've requested for me to play, and I will play them, I promise, when I get money, because Octodad costs money and other games, but I will play them, I promise. You guys are awesome. They know who they are if they were. Oh my god, really? He is not happy about that. Did you drop an ink blot again? Man, today is not your day. No, it really isn't. Oh, but how am I going to get out of class on Friday? The Normal Blitz Club has special permission to go, so I'll just add your name to the list. The Normal Blitz Club have permission to skip class? I never heard of such a thing. So this was the might of their power.
Yay!
In that case, I better get my homework done. Don't want to be doing any on the trip.
All right.
Great, man! Now I'm even more excited. It'll be one of the best one. It'll be the best one ever, eh, Shane? Kill me now. Oh, Shane. A road trip with the Normal Blitz Club. Getting to go with them to a convention. This was the greatest day of my life. Check the diary. Helping canned. Dear diary, I have my very own itty bitty kitty now, and she looks like. Oh, whoops. Okay, so the event has changed. The diary entry has not yet. Okay, so we're still on the same day but different event. So it's not like each day is an event now. It's every kind of event where you have like a choice or something pops up. I think every time there's a black screen, the event changes. Let me see. Yep, road trip. Dear diary, real convention. What am I going to do while I'm out there? Am I going to stand out or while I'm there? What if everyone wants to do something without me and I just have to wander alone? I'm so scared, but I'm so excited, especially to spend some time with Jirard outside of school. I was worried when I went to Indie PopCon. I was so afraid I was going to be by myself and I wasn't going to know anybody there. But then, Caitlin, the Caitlin I kept mentioning that's such an awesome person, she and I actually met up there because we have a mutual love of NSP, which is Ninja Sex Party, which is an amazing band. You should check them out. I'll probably link their channel like I've done several times. But yeah, we met up there. My friend Travis, met him there. I met so many cool people there, and I was literally only alone for like sleeping or like getting ready. I was not alone the entire convention. I was surrounded by people who actually care about me and my interest, and that was one of the first times it's ever happened, and it just makes me really happy to think about. So it's awesome because I thought I was gonna be alone, and I wasn't. The amount of effort Maya and I put into our homework that week was only matched by our rabid excitement at the slowly approaching weekend. I am hungry. I'm going to have to get food after this. For the first time forever, Maya didn't procrastinate. When we stayed together, she actually helped instead of mooching off my work, not that I usually minded. As we packed our bags the night before, slight trails of blood kept falling from Maya's nose.
Oh, Jirard.
Oh, Jared. Maya, you sure you're okay? Oh, totally. I'm totally fine. It's an anime thing, I think, for blood to come out when they're, like, really excited. So it was that on Friday morning, Maya and I stumbled out into the pre-dawn light, eyes barely even open. I don't even think that this kind of water would be copyright. I don't have enough money to get name brand stuff. It was chilly that morning, and we huddled together as we walked to Asagao's iron wrought front gates.
Hey, Mai, Hana.
Hey guys, good morning. Hey Mai, Hana, that's great. Jirard waved vigorously at us as we approached, and I resisted the urge to clamp my hands across my ears.
Good morning.
Good morning. Are we ready to go yet? I love Maya's outfit too. Jirard glanced at the others. Jared, John, continued Satch. Everybody was there, spreading yawns between each other like the plague. No, we're still missing some people.
Really?
Missing some people? Who on earth?
Hey.
Hey guys, sorry we're late. I jumped and skittered several feet away. Ian and the rest of the hidden block co were behind me, looking just as miserable as I felt.
Awesome!
Sweet, we're ready to go. Wait, you guys are coming too? Of course, it's a video game convention after all. Ian is sassy. I love that his font is in Comic Sans too. But we're enemies. That's adorable. Aw. Ian brushed past me. Jeez. We might be enemies, but we're also friends. Frenemies! Frenemies! Frenemies?
Oh, yeah.
Frenemies who sincerely want the best for each other. So, friends then. No, frenemies. Okay. If we don't get going now, we'll miss the train, and I'm not up for waiting another 2 hours for the next one.
Right.
Right, everybody sail out. I'm trying to get my Jirard voice back. It was the smooth voice that goes with the smooth jazz and the sparkles. We piled into the tiny train, which, at such an early hour, was mostly occupied by little old men and ladies on a day trip. Oh, cute. They watched us enter the train with something like abject terror. One lady hid her purse as we passed. Oh, that's rude. Eventually, Jirard, PBG, and I found an empty compartment and piled in. Jirard peered out the window, head flicking like a dog's as he watched the trees pass by. So, what are we going to do when we get there? I don't know. I'll probably wander around.
Uh-huh.
I heard there's supposed to be a pregame somewhere on the second floor. We have to check in first, but after that everybody can do what they want. Oh. You okay with that? I guess I didn't check with you before. I've never been to a convention and I'm really nervous. What if I get lost? I don't know much about games either. Conventions are so fun though. You'll be fine. Don't even worry about it. I smiled weakly at Maya. It was easy for her to say something like that. She was a social butterfly with a bright and vibrant personality. No matter where she went or who she talked to, she glistened. I, on the other hand, was me.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is just a bunch of fans gathering to have fun. No one's gonna grill you about why you're there. Everyone wants to have a good time. I guess so.
Huh.
If you want, you can stick around with me. It might get a little boring, but I won't mind the company. I searched Jirard's face, wondering whether his offer was sincere. Of course it's sincere. Jirard was such a nice guy, but it was hard to tell whether he was doing things just to be nice or whether he sincerely wanted to do them. Did he feel responsible for me, or did he feel obligated to help people out? He was, after all, this nice to everybody. I didn't want to hang around him and wreck the convention he'd been planning to go to for months. He had a map, for heaven's sake. I would get in the way. I didn't want to be trailing him around like a kindergartner afraid to leave her mom either. Still. I'd appreciate it, 'cause I would. Jirard gently laid a hand on my shoulder, the sudden weight of it surprising me. Oh, that was not a good decision. Oh no. I remember what it was like to go somewhere alone for the first time. I was terrified too, but that's how I met all these guys.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll have a great time. Guys, if I get the bad ending or the worst ending, or even the good ending, maybe, I will cry. You guys will see me cry. I will probably cry anyway because of emotions, but If I get the bad or the worst ending on this playthrough on my first time, I will be so upset, especially because I have bad luck with that. The only person I've ever got a good or best ending the first try was Satch. Everyone else has been either bad or worst. Getting the worst one on the first try is the literal worst. Anyway, just FYI, BT dubs, whatever. The train shuddered and pulled into a station. My heart leaped into my chest, but everyone else cheered and whooped.
Yeah!
Time to get this party started! Maya and PBG grabbed their stuff and dashed straight off the train, but Jirard waited by the door while I pulled my backpack down from the upper racks. You ready for this? I think so.
Oh yeah.
Great, let's go. The convention hall and the hotel we're staying at were both located smack dab in the middle of the city, surrounded by a torrent of rushing cars and people sprinting down the street. The four of us wandered into the hotel lobby. Maya and I had a room together, being the only two ladies on the trip. I grabbed the room key and led the way to our temporary home. I pushed open the door and came into a delightfully airy room. It looked relatively clean and I sighed with relief. It would be nice to have a quiet space to retreat to if I ever felt overwhelmed.
Yay!
Heck yeah! Mai sprinted past me and flung herself, luggage and all, straight onto the bed. Mai? Oh my god, I love hotel beds. They're so soft. I call the spot by the window. Whatever you say. I love hotels too. They're pretty cool. Maybe quiet wasn't the right word. Mai and I set our stuff to the side, and spent a few minutes gathering our bearings before getting ready to head back outside. Mai, I'm kind of scared. I don't know anything about conventions. I don't want to feel stupid or out of place, and I don't want to have to follow anyone around. Indy was actually my first convention. So that was awesome, great experience. My first. It was a month ago that I met these people. A month ago I met my friends because today's the 17th of July. I met them on the 17th, which is also when I met NSP. That was amazing. Might talk about that one day. But yeah, I met these people a month ago and they are near and dear to my heart now. I love them to bits. They're really great friends of mine. So yeah, that's cool. Hana. Mai set her fist against my temple, twisting it playfully. You're way too serious. It's just a convention. Either you have a good time or you don't, and then you go home and everyone forgets about it. Alright, Mai. Sometimes I get the feeling you think if you make one mistake, it's going to haunt you to your grave. Life is way more forgiving than that, but this game is not. Mai, you break the fourth wall too much. There's barking. Bella, don't you start. We're going to a convention. Are you so excited? Give me a kiss for your side. Thank you. I love her little kisses. She's probably like, please put me down. I was enjoying myself, and then you picked me up, but you were barking. You go back to barking. So let's get going. Bella was like, please just put me back down. Easy for her to say. She was an entirely different breed of person than I was. Oh, you don't like the camera? Sighing, I followed Mai down to the convention floor. The convention took place across a myriad of rooms: free play, quiet lounge, merchant's alley, tournament rooms, demonstrations, tiny lecture halls for performances, stages for cosplay contests, and the like. Oh, I love you too. Mai and I headed to the main lobby to get our badge and found the guys doing the same thing. Do you really just don't want to be in the camera? Are you trying to get down? I feel like you might be trying to get down. You went down. Okay. I'll put you back with Link. There you go. There you go, baby. Man, are you guys excited or what? I guess Link disappeared out of frame. Bella, you're on top of Link. Oh no. Okay, whatever. Both my children are in place. Am I ever? I heard there was a big celebrity here. They apparently started one of the games or something, and there's a chance they'll go out to a party tonight. I'm just saying, you know where I'll be.
Oh, Jared.
You're going too, right, Jirard? I don't really know about that. Oh, come on, I can't go alone. I identified myself to the lady at the counter and grabbed my compass, a small piece of paper tied to a lanyard. I slipped it over my neck.
Hana!
Well, Hana, do you want to take a look around? My indie pop compass is hanging right there on the poster. I'm going to try to point to it. right around there, I think. Yep. Sure. Jirard and I started off with the merchant's alley, but as I glanced back, the rest of the crew dispersed. Nobody followed us. Wait, where are they going? Everyone has something different they want to see, and I heard some of them wanted lunch, so they're going that way. Are we gonna eat lunch soon? Lunch? Come to think of it, I was pretty hungry. We didn't eat breakfast in a rush to get to the train. So this is Merchant's Alley. Oh gosh, are you gonna fuss about lunch, Hannah? We walked into a giant room, every inch of it lined with tables, booths, and people. Jirard cast his arm to the side in a grand gesture and nearly clotheslined a man. Ow, okay, I can't move that arm. He drew his hands back in sheepishly and headed for the very first booth. Do you see anything you like? I glanced across the room, darting from table to booth to stall. There were some things I vaguely knew about, stuff that was on t-shirts and even on TV from time to time. Nario and Nokimon and the like. But there were way too many things that were completely alien to me. Monsters, grizzled old men, designs on t-shirts, plushies, body pillows, action figures, and most of all, piles and piles of video games. It was daunting, and I was completely out of my element. I shook my head. Oh. Well, what games have you played? I've never owned a console, so...
Really?
Never? I don't really know what most of this stuff is. I see. Jirard trailed off, then with a grunt, he turned to me and saluted.
Hana!
Hana. Yes? Allow me to teach you a thing or two about video games. Please do. Mr. Completionist, sir. Teaching me about video games? Was that even something I was really interested in? Aside from a handful of games I played with my neighbor as a kid, I only had my Game was 4DS and my mobile game. Did I really want to be a gamer? Yes, it's one of the best decisions you can ever make. Your neighbor as a kid. Wonder who that could be. You find out if you play the game. You play all the routes. More for Pass comes out. You, like, learn whatever. Didn't you come here to search for Princess Pumpernickel? Oh. Apparently Jirard remembered for the first time his itty-bitty kitty map. He dug around in his pocket and withdrew it, his shoulder sagging.
Well,
in that case, I don't want to drag you around while I do this boring stuff. No. You can go do something else if you want. No. Jeez. So either I spend my time wandering around the convention alone, or I follow Jirard around like a baby duck. But if I wasn't going to go with him, what was I going to do? I don't know what to do. I really want to learn more about them, though. Oh no. Okay, that was a good tournament decision, but was that a good getting his heart decision? I don't know. Oh, this is stressing me out. Dear Diary, I'm exhausted and slightly paranoid. The train ride is almost over. The big city building is looming before us. What will happen when we're there? I'm so nervous. Convention is the name. Did you just knock? You knocked over Link! How dare you? Bella knocked over Link. I'm sorry. Okay. Actually, I'd like to stick with you. If that's okay, if I won't get in your way.
absolutely!
Yeah, I'd love that. Okay, you'd love that. Great. It's hot in here. Jirard grabbed my hand, smiling at me. Hold on to me. I'll be walking fast, and this way you won't get lost. Oh, okay. His hand warm in mine, we set off into the merchant's alley. The first stop was a short booth in the back of the room, manned by a young black woman. She smiled eagerly as we approached, as almost nobody was at her booth, near her booth. Since the convention has started, most people are bunched up at the front of the room. It's hard to get past the crowds, and vendors will buy tables toward the front because it's easier to catch people's eyes. People will be caught up getting the best stuff from the bigger booths, which is good for them, but it's not what we're after.
What's going on?
How are you doing, Charla? He turned to the woman at the booth, who reached underneath her table and pulled out several boxes with IBKs. Oh, you got new stock! You know her? Of course, I know almost everyone who comes to this convention yearly. There are always new people, of course, and it's exciting to get to know them too, but you form relationships with vendors. That's impressive. Is it? I mean, they're just people. Jirard began inspecting the boxes as he did. I scanned the other merchandise on the table. T-shirts, action figures, statues, games, plushies. So, okay. When I met Jirard, story time, guys. When I met Jirard at Indie PopCon, it was Saturday, so it was the second day. So there was Friday where I met like all my friends in NSP, and then it was Saturday, and I was like, hey, we should go see Jirard. He's here, completionist, that one video gamer, awesome. Super Beard Bros, not Super Guitar Bros, which I messed up in the first episode. I tried to put an annotation to link to their channel because I messed that up big time. I didn't correct myself because I didn't realize. I have a Link to the Past map dress, so it's the light world on the front, dark world on the back. I was wearing that, I had my Link cap, and I was carrying around Link with me. I was full on Zelda that day, like Zelda attire, I was like Link with his trusty map that had a cap on it. So we met him, and it was the coolest thing ever. There wasn't like a huge line, but when we walked up to him, he was just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I got a hug, and I was like, "Hi, really love your channel and your stuff." I kind of want to cry thinking about it. It was such a good experience. And I was telling him how one of my friends couldn't be there, but she really loved him as well, so he signed something for her. He signed my badge, which I can show you guys later. And I was like, "Do you mind if I get some pictures?" And he's like, "Sure, no problem." So we took a picture where we were both smiling, and then the next picture he's like, "Okay, we're gonna pretend Link is our child." So this is the inside joke. We're gonna pretend Link is our child. I'll be a stern parent. So I'm smiling like really big in that picture, and he's just like no facial expression. And then the next one was a selfie. And so I got the pictures, and I talked with him, and I told him about how Link to the Past is my favorite game, and I was so close to completing it one year. I know I'm rambling a really long time. I was so close to completing it, and something happened and erased all my data when I was 1/4 of a heart piece away from completion. And he was like, "Oh no, that's terrible." And he said, "We know what you gotta do now, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've been playing it over again, and I gotta complete it." And he's like, "You gotta complete it for me now too." And he gave me a high five, and that was awesome. That's how I met Jirard. That's what the whole inside joke about Link is. So I have Link here with me when I do this route, so now you guys know. So like he was saying, vendors are just, they're people. All these people are just, they're people, and you should treat them like people and not treat them like so they don't want to be treated like. That was a really long rant. I'm sorry. I didn't even know what half the stuff was from. Put Link right here. I walked up and down the table, Charlotte's eyes watching me warily. "Nice hair, girl."
What?
"What? Oh, thank you." Charlotte smiled at me, popping gum in her mouth. She didn't look to be much older than I was, in fact. They're barking, sorry. On the edge of the table, I found a t-shirt that looked vaguely familiar. On it, several boys stared at me through a hailstorm of rose petals, all wearing bright blue school uniforms. Mai was a fan of the show, isn't she? "Can I get this?" "Oh, are you a fan of that show?" "My favorite is Kiyoya. I would date the shit out of Kiyoya." Oh, it's referencing Ouran High School Host Club. Oh, really? Totally. He's into some kinky shit. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Like I said, some of my students watch this. I paid for the shirt as she packed it up, talking animatedly about the various moments in the show where she wavered in her loyalty to Kiyoya. Cause, like, Tamaki is cute, and the twins are all mischievous and whatnot, but I can't resist Kichiku? I can't resist the Kichiku Megan, I think. Kiyoya's not Kichiku, but I bet if he was in Zero Z, he totally would be. Zero is zero in Japanese. Totally referencing Ouran High School Host Club. There's Tamaki, Kyoka, the twins, Honey Senpai, Morty Senpai? Yeah. And Haruhi is, you guys should check it out. It's one of my favorite animes. Yeah, sure, I agree. Do you? Are you into that? Because I have some CG compilations I could show you. That's alright, Charla. Jirard stepped in, somewhat panicked, and handed Charla 2 boxes of IBKs. These are in perfect condition, as usual. You already bought these for me, though. They're rare. You can never have enough ammo, you know? I guess not. Charlotte took Jirard's money, then carefully wrapped the boxes in bubble wrap. As she did so, I pulled Jirard to the side. Jirard, do you know what she was talking about? It would be better if I didn't tell you. You're too innocent for that. Try me. I mean, how bad could it be? Well, as you can tell, people here are eager to share their interests. It's totally different from back at Asagao. Jirard gestured to the rest of the room, then pointed out a vendor across the way. We're going to see him next, but don't mention Nario to him. He'll start with the first game and talk your ear off through the experiences with them. That girl over there will try to sell you body pillows if you mention any female character from any anime. They're all her waifus. And that guy's, he's got 3 kids, so all his stuff's very kid-friendly. He feels like kid-friendly entertainment is underrated, so if you tell him you'd like one of these shows, he'll give you a discount. One of those shows. Everyone seems really nice here. Everyone's used to feeling like an oddball or not having people to talk to about what they like. That is me. I didn't even know that this was going to happen, but the whole rant I did earlier about not discouraging people from what they like, I've had to deal with that for quite a long time. And it's really nice to have people around that don't have to do it anymore. I guess I wasn't prepared for that. What did you think you were going to find? I guess I just thought they'd be like regular employees in a department store. Kinda tired and over it. All these people are here because they've got some kind of passion or interest in what they do. Even if that interest is primarily monetary or creative, they still find it interesting. They still relate to people they're selling to. Here you go. Charlotte leaned across the table and handed Jirard a thick bag. Jirard peered inside. Aw, Charlotte, you didn't have to give me that. He pulled out a small pink Turby doll and beamed at Charlotte. I wanted to give your girlfriend something to match her hair. She's cute. Oh boy.
Thanks.
Thanks, that's real sweet of you.
Hana.
What? Hana, this is yours. Sorry, Link, I'm not trying to squeeze you too hard. Was he not even going to respond to that? Just go with it. Hana, just go with it. Charlotte waved it to us as Jirard shepherded me to the next stop in the row. As we continued around the room, I started getting a sense of the culture of the convention and why people wanted to come here. He also has a Majora's Mask pin. I didn't have any expectations going into it, but it was a place where it seemed like people could relax and be ridiculously enthusiastic about whatever they love without getting weird looks. In fact, half of what they enthused about was met with the same, if not even more enthusiasm. I was still early in the morning, and it was almost tiring to watch it all happen, especially when I didn't know much about any of it was. It was strange, and Asagao was a fairly normal person. I had some nerdy interests, but nothing on the level of this. Excuse me, I had hiccups. Here, I felt like an outsider. Just like Charlotte, people would start talking about something with the assumption I knew what they were saying. I barely even knew anything about Mario, let alone obscure game titles or anime shows. It was beautiful, but it was lonely.
Hey, Hana.
Hana, you okay? Huh? Yeah, sorry, I was just spacing out a bit. Okay, we're almost done here, so it'll only be a bit longer. Sorry you had to sit through all this. I know it can't be fun for you. No, Jirard, no. No, I like it, I swear. Jirard didn't seem to believe me, but he went back to haggling the store owner for some kind of rare fantasy figurine. When he finally finished, we left the market and stepped into the hallway. All at once, cold air hit me and I felt like I could breathe. I didn't realize it was so hot in there. Same. Yeah, it can get pretty bad. Oh, why does he get that look on his face? So, was something bothering you in there? You seem sad. No, of course not.
Hana.
Jirard narrowed his eyes, staring at me as if I should know better. There was no way he could see through me so easily. No way. It's fine if you don't want to tell me, but don't think I can't tell. Damn it. I just feel a little left out here. I don't know much about this culture. You guys all grew up loving this stuff, and I don't really have access to it. Is that all? That's no problem. Jirard wrapped an arm around my shoulder and swung me back toward the marketplace. You've come to the right place. I will tell you all you need to know about any game, right down to the completion bonuses for each and every one. Oh yeah, because he's the completionist and he's awesome. Jirard, I don't think this is necessary. Nonsense. If you don't know something, it's never too late to learn. Let's go. For another hour, Jirard and I stood at the very first booth in the marketplace, getting jostled by people flooding in and out of the doors. Jirard told me the names of characters, the details of plots, the completion bonuses, and little bits of trivia that I never knew. Eventually, they all started swirling together and my mind started to spin. It did note that some of the plots were impossibly complicated. So what I'm saying is, Xehanort is sort of all these four other guys, except not all of them, but sometimes those not hims possess other people and they separated from him. Is he talking about Kingdom Hearts? Is he talking about Kingdom Hearts?
Exactly.
But one of them is a good guy. I think he's talking about Kingdom Hearts, you guys. Finally, we emerged from the room, my head chock full of names and tidbits that I was positive I would never fully understand. So, feel any better? Yes, definitely. Way better. Like, so much.
Awesome!
Great, we should probably meet up with the others now. They've probably been waiting.
Yeah.
Yes. Good idea, perfect. I like it. Let's go. Jirard was passionate about everything he did, but for the first time I realized that wasn't always a good thing. What do you mean? That is a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Because it's been kind of long and I need to go eat and do some things. But I will be recording again very soon because I'm very interested in this route. I want to just keep playing it through all the way. But, so yeah, this Jirard route, you guys, I hope you like it. I really hope, I think there's a problem coming up pretty soon. Are we still in the same event with the, okay. Okay, right, so we already read that. I was looking over here because, again, I have the game on the left side of the computer. Kitty lessons, tournament, 25 points. Okay, so for the tournament, we're doing pretty good, but I don't know how we're doing for Jirard because he's got all these feelings and emotions and things, and Hana seems to be, like, kind of weird, even though it's not. I love Jirard for this reason, and I got a feeling that the real life Jirard's like that, too. Like, he's just an awesome person. It's so cool to meet him. But, yeah. Let me know if you guys like it. If you're watching, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, if you like it, comments, concerns, you just want to say hi, I'm really enjoying this. I'm gonna cry at some point, I'm sure, from emotions and also being heat deprived. Got my water though. Yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm loving it so far. And yeah, I'll pick it back up relatively soon. Hopefully this will come out, and my internet will probably take 3 days to process it, but you guys will know. I recorded this on the 17th, so let it be shown. Because I said that I met my friends a month ago, and I love them, and they're some of the greatest people I've ever known, and will have the pleasure to know probably for the rest of my life. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say for right now. I know I rambled a lot, and I know this is a long episode, but I'm loving this game so much. So much. Yeah. That's all I gotta say right now. As always, I will see you guys later. I'll see you all later.